Hello and welcome back to Elden Ring. Last time we ended up clearing Tombsword Cave, killing the Death Bird, right about here actually. And then I think those are the two big things worth noting. But this time we're gonna go down, clear Morne Tunnel. There is the Impaler's Catacombs over here. And then, depending on if we have time, there's another location. But even then, it's not an important one. So, Morne Tunnel, unless you go to Castle Morne, which is here, this will be your first time encountering these guys, the misbegotten. Outside of, potentially, the Smith Hugh, since, like I said before, I think he's a misbegotten. He looks like one-ish. That guy is not dead. Now he is. I want to say there's... Okay, there isn't anybody up here, it's just this guy. And he's oblivious, so this isn't a concern. Hey, smithing stone! Actually good find. I need those for my new, seal. That's what it is, sacred seal. There's one I'm going to get eventually that is probably going to be my mainstay for the most of the game. There's another one, but the other one that I'd like to get is arcane scaling, and it's an eventual part of my build, but not right now. How do I You know what? This is why Fireball exists. Oh yeah, this is exactly why Fireball exists. This always happens. I get accustomed to, like, oh, I'm a melee guy, or I'm a caster, that I forget I have other weapons. Like, as a caster, I'll forget I have, like, a set intelligence scaling weapon, and then I use it and just start bonking dudes. I'm like, oh yeah, there's a reason I equipped this. Or in this case, I forget I have magic. Mostly because I'm so worried about wasting it. Oh, I forgot to use my golden seeds for free casts. Or for another... another flask. Oh well, I'll get around to it. I should be fine for this boss fight too, it's just another... The boss is just a bigger misbegotten. Was this... This isn't a dead end, right? I always forget, because some of these have some sussy stuff hiding around corners and what have you. I'm always paranoid of a dog being somewhere. That's another thing I'm actually going to take a second to point out. If you are a faith build, just slap Sacred on a weapon, because I lost maybe 20-30 points of physical attack and gained 100 for Holy. So it's always worth doing. You get a good payout on it. It's not like you're really losing anything. The only time it's dubious to do, like, putting an Ash of War on is if it completely screws your scaling. You know, you have a strength scaling weapon, like absolute strength, and you slap a dex scaling on it. You're gonna make it not have good dex, and it's not gonna be that good a strength. And what you're getting in dex will likely not make up for the difference. How do we do this? I guess that worked. Wake up, nerd. It always makes me sad when I get summoned for people to do any mine, and while they're clearing it, I see them backstab those guys, and they deal like a fifth of their health. So I'm just sitting here thinking, what is your build that you only get a fifth health damage? Also, just completely shut that guy down midair. Swatted down like a basketball in front of Dikembe Mutombo. Cotton. It's decent if you're, like, jumping off stuff, but in this game, jumping off stuff is so generous, you're rarely gonna need it. Plus, if you're... Yeah, this is dead end. I just had to stop. I'm like, did I clear that? But if you're jumping off stuff, just use Assassin's approach. You know, it's good enough. Yeah, it's a spell slot, but if you're planning on jumping off something, you probably already have, like, flagged it and are planning there. So you can kind of plan to do that instead of just spur of the moment. Yeah, we'll just summon Skellies. Skelly boys always put in work. Oh yeah, it's just this guy. Yeah, this guy's nothing. Oh yeah, 288 on one fireball. Yeah, this guy's doomed. Hey, Rusty Anchor. Admittedly, cool weapon. Heavy as hell. High strength requirement. But you gotta admit, you look stylin'. If you ever were like, hey, I feel like cosplaying as Nautilus from League of Legends, here's your weapon. I've wanted to do a build with it, but I don't see any real use to using it. You know, I can just grab, like, the Great Sword or any of the Colossal Great Swords, and I can hit harder, likely faster, better reach. Everything. It just lacks the style points. Alright, let's head back to the lookout tower, because we have to cross over to reach the Impaler's Catacombs. Oh, in between episodes, I had like 17,000 souls, so I just ran back up, bonked more vulgar militia guys, and got my level. all seriousness, if you have something strong enough to reliably backstab the Vulgar Militia guys up at the Bestial Sanctum, and you need levels, just do that. As long as you're not, trying to get like 60,000 souls for a level, because you're having to kill 60 guys, and that's multiple resets, just for a level, short of that, you should be fine. This just points directly where we need to go. Oh yeah, unless you're prepared for it, avoid this. Because you see that weird ripply thing by my head? That is like I don't even know, like a summoning portal-ish thing that summons a dude. And you got all these like necromancer / gravity mages. Don't screw with them. If you're ready for them, yeah, throw down. Slap the hell out of them, I don't care. But if you're not leveled, I don't advise it. Even me, I'm hesitant, just because my seal is unleveled. If it wasn't unleveled, oh yeah, I'd roll up on them and bonk them, but I'm always wary of combat. I know, kind of a dumb thing, like, why are you concerned? You're pretty high level, but it's the idea of I'm human. I'm not one of these, I play this game religiously, do no-hit runs and all this stuff. I'm average, at best. I'm a caster. I play easy mode all the time. Which, admittedly, being a caster is. I'm not gonna sit here and be like, no, it's difficult. It is if enemies press you. But short of that, I can just sling rocks at a dude. What's he gonna do? Take the rocks to the face? Considering it's right here, I think I'm just gonna use spells, go reset when I'm done. And because it's imp statues, I'm not dealing with them. I don't have the reach on that. I'm stupid. Oh, they actually only take like half their health in one fireball. Rude. Yeah, they're more vulnerable to just getting Uchi'd. Okay, let's see. Can we spot a dude dangling? No. Oh, I was hoping he would have hung back a little longer. Oh well, I got him anyways. Yeah, seriously. You can usually step up to like here before guys trigger. Use this to scout. I'll see imps hanging around a corner and I can just rush them. Far too often I see people sit here, like run in, get just absolutely jumped, and it was completely avoidable. Totally not enemies hiding around corners to jump me. I knew it. I hate fighting these guys. They fight the way I do, which is cowardly. And some of those charge, like, run-through attacks are annoying. Anybody else? No? Okay, cool. More ash upgrades. They're spirit ash upgrades. But we don't even have the person yet. What be hiding in here? Oh, yeah. Okay, so we gotta run over here. As you can see, spike ceiling. And we just gotta yeet ourselves over and down. Oh man, zombies. Actually, the zombies are worth being concerned about. There's a lot of them. They are belligerent and numerous. Yeah, and they don't give out enough souls to be worth actually fighting, and the grab is pretty debilitating. It's easier just to leave. I think they drop, like, glass shards. Nothing worth it. Now we got our boss fight. I knew it. I saw it last second. Of course, the message to tell me the door open lingered and wouldn't let me even lock on. Another forked hatchet. You can power stance those. It's just... why? I think this is the Erdtree Burial Watchdog with 3 imps. So I'd rather summon people. It's a fight that's annoying enough. Come on, climb up. And he didn't drop any loot, so he can fall off. That's fine. Only thing I care about is getting his hat. Alright, who do we got? This is something I learned too. If you don't see anybody, make your way as much as you can back to the site of grace and come back. Usually they're a bit closer, but I find it always seems to reset the pool. Anybody? Ah, there we go. Sure, that guy looks workable. Let's see who else we can get. Is this the only man? Because I was kind of hoping for like a second person. Yeah, it was just him. Whatever. Let's go. Drink that. For my stamina up, and let's go. Yeah, so even though it's these guys are like 4 hits, that's a little, if I can get this guy off me for a moment, it's a little more disconcerting. But our summon guy is just walloping them. Good to see, good to see. Sorry, I'm kind of leaving you in the lurch, my guy, but trying to fight the rest of these things. I will join you the second this imp is dead. Unless he just keeps backing up. Okay, now he's dead. Now we go fireball. Yeah, summon guy. Demi-human ashes. Eh. Yeah, that guy did a good job. I wish they brought back the grading system from Demon Souls. Honestly, the fear of like, oh, people will abuse it. I didn't really see that. You get the rare person who is angry and would give you an F, but most people would actually grade you appropriately. Alright, we'll go back to Morne Tunnel for our next dungeon. Whoa, nearly walked into the pit. But with grading, I think part of the thing that made it work back in Demon Souls was the community was small. You know, Elden Ring has definitely opened the community up a lot more because a lot of people are getting into it. And I think that is both a blessing and a curse. Because, you know, it's how it is with every game. Your average player changes. You know, the more people you have, the more dumb people you have. You also get some good people, but, you know, there's always dumb people, and the dumb people are very prevalent. Just did not care about those guys. Like, oh, we're gonna have an ambush, just ride by, like, nah. I'm not feeling it. This dungeon should be... Whoa, nearly got nervous of slipping off there. Ooh. Ooh, Faith Knot Crystal Tier. That's good. I need that. That's a good find. Where is this cave? It should be, if I can get somewhere safe. Is it right below me? No, it isn't. Okay, good. Because it should be right, like, here. Guess I can always do a quick search of the area. But yeah, I think it would help the game, because then you could kind of see people who are good, or at least you could get feedback as a player. Because people don't really send messages unless it's to hate you. Or I have gotten a few friend requests, which is always nice, you know. People want to team up and then never send me a message to team up, so whatever. Okay, Ghost Man, lead the way. Oh, it's over there, I think. Might as well trigger... I thought was going to be an ambush. I was wrong. Oh, yeah, it's right there. Path leading down. But I'd also like to see stuff like World Tendency come back. The game will get either harder if it was a Dark World Tendency or easier with a Light World Tendency. But certain items, like drop rates, would get adjusted, soul gains would get adjusted. Certain enemies and certain storylines would only trigger on certain tendencies. Even certain bosses would show up or not, to a degree. And I always thought it was cool. And people complain, you know, oh, it's too difficult, or it's... Oh, I didn't even know I had a sacred tier. Cool. Yeah, that works. We'll go 4-4. That's a fair amount. It's a lot of heals. Oh, yeah, for this dungeon. You see that big ol' cracked ground? Yeah, don't touch that. That is a giant pitfall trap that drops you into a room full of rats. All that for pickled turtleneck, too. But yeah, World Tendency was really cool. I get the complaints. People are like, oh, well, it was really hard to get back to, like, from light to dark or dark to light. Easy solution. All you have to do is add an item. You know, oh, you can burn this item at a bonfire. Like, we'll pause for a second. Like, let's say Weeping Peninsula gets tendency, Limgrave proper gets tendency, Caelid gets tendency, Liurnia gets tendency, and so on and so forth. You could burn them at any of them, and it would affect that region and raise or lower the tendency. So you, the player, would have control over it. You could even make it an item you buy from the two maiden husks at the round table. If you're concerned about, like, oh, well, where would I buy them? You know, it's in the safe hub area, and I think that's a fair and balanced way of doing it. Just like as much as I hate NPC invaders, I like them at the same time, because they mix things up. I'd love to have randomly generated ones, you know, Nemesis system style, like Shadow of Mordor or Shadow of War, and you have to deal with that. Tendency could affect spawn rates or what they get, and you can do a lot. Ooh, glowstone. It glows. Quite literally, that's all it does. It lights up. It's cool, though. Oh, yeah, I don't think there's a way up from here. Yeah, this dungeon. Yeah, this is gonna suck real hard. I'm just saying. Wondrous Physic. I should have set it to Faith. I'm dumb, but whatever. Okay, instantly. Come on. Come on. Okay, Skelly Boys are up. And fireballs are out. Yeah, Rune Bear is very big, very dangerous, very scary. Now I have to just keep rolling until the skellies are back up. Or until I go down. Ah, one skelly went down. That's not good. Ow. Thought I could bait out his attack and kind of roll around it. I mean, he is easy if you just learn to roll into him. It just sucks because it's a lot of stamina used to just roll, and I'm probably dead. Oh, only half health. Not bad. Come on, Skelly. Do your magic. Yeah, Rune Bears are nothing to mess with. But he's dead, and that's all that matters here. And one Skelly was the MVP. Trina's Lily, okay. Not the greatest. The talisman is magic negation. It's not bad, it's just not great. But the dungeon's cleared. Make our way out here a little bit. And that is all for now. If you enjoyed this episode, make sure to hit the like button. It helps out the channel a lot. And if you haven't already, make sure to hit the subscribe button. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.